Hi, this is Deborah, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made my very first column pour soap using that technique. Now I have my hard oils, which are my coconut oil, inside of my mixing bowl here. I'm going to be using some avocado oil. I'm going to be using some raspberry oil. I'm going to be using some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to be using some castor oil, and I have some avocado kernel oil. I'm also going to be using some kaolin clay. I have some titanium dioxide for the whiteness soap, and the colorants that I'm going to be using today are all natural colors. I'm going to be using some Alkanet root powder. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay. I'm going to be using some Annatto powder. And these are all for fall colors, so hopefully these are going to make some really beautiful colors. I'm going to be using some Papika. I'm going to be using some Spirulina. And I'm going to be using some Turmeric. These are some really pretty colors, and I chose these colors for my fall look there. With further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start. Now I'm going to start off by doing the heat transfer method here, and what that means, you don't have to have your lye water and your butters and oils at the same temperature. Now I'm going to start off by just melting my hard oils first, and then I'm going to add in my liquid oils next. Now normally when I do this, I just put it all together and go ahead and mix it, and I take a temperature, and it's pretty normal. The temperature is great for swirling the soap, so I haven't had any trouble. So I just keep making this keep doing this heat transfer method. I guess I need to go back to do something where you have to heat your oils and your lye water at the same temperature, but I've gotten kind of spoiled doing it this way, so it's kind of hard to stop. Oh boy. I'm going to be stick blending this to, I think, maybe a light trace or maybe a medium trace. I just don't want it to be too firm when I pour it into the column mold, that I don't get the design that I'm shooting for. Now I had said I was going to take my kaolin clay and add it into my oils, but I kind of forgot to do that. But anyway, you don't want to have to mix too much because you want your soap batter to stay really fluent. Okay, so I speeded up the video a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and mix these ingredients together here. These natural colors here that I'm using. And hopefully I can get some real good colors. I mean, I've used these in the past and they work really beautiful, so it should be okay. Okay, I've got that all mixed up. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this little measuring glass in the middle of this mold for this column pour that I'm going to be doing here. And hopefully, like I said, this is my first time trying this. I've looked at some videos and I really like what I saw, so I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a try. Now I will kind of be doing this my way also. I got my own little thing that I like doing to soap when I make soap. But anyway, let's look a little black there. It should be more of a kind of a purplish pink, I'm thinking, but it's still pretty, so it should be okay. I'm really shooting for the fall colors here, and I'm going to be adding just a little bit of titanium dioxide just to break up the color there. Not too much, just a little bit. But this is pretty much my theme colors here, as to how that really fall look there. Now, I haven't used Papika before in my natural colors, so just see how that's going to look as well. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of titanium dioxide there, just to break up that color a little bit, give it just a little bit of a contrast. That's what I have in my mind here. I really have this kind of in my mind. But one thing about when you're doing soap and you're making designs, sometimes you never really know what's going to be underneath that soap once you cut it. So we shall see how this all come together. So far, everything is still nice and fluent, and it's pouring really good, so I'm really excited about that. Now, this soap here does not have any fragrance oil or essential oils because this is my first time making this column pour soap technique, so I didn't want any any mess ups here, as less as possible, so I didn't add it. But if everything goes good, I'm sure I'm going to do it again and add some fragrance or some essential oils to it. But right now, I just wanted to play a little bit on the safe side there. Center out, and hopefully everything will be all right there. I'm just scraping it out a little bit there. Okay, so far so good, I'm hoping. Okay, I don't want to shake it up too much there, just a little bit there, and I'm going to add the remaining of the soap into the batter here, into the mold here. We shall see where we're going to go from there. Okay. Looks like a lot of fall colors to me there. Alrighty. Okay. Now I'm just kind of going through the soap. I don't have any set pattern that I'm doing. I'm just really having fun here. Just kind of swirling. Hopefully I don't get my colorants all mudded up and anything. But anyway, I'm just having a lot of fun here, and hopefully we'll see what's going to be underneath when this is all done. Okay. Just kind of adding a little design on the top. Now, the way I'm going to cut this soap, I'm thinking, I really didn't need this design that I'm doing, but I think it's kind of fun, and I'm enjoying it right now, so it'll be okay. Just trying to bring some color into the center because I have a lot of the fall colors there, so I need a little bit of the darker colors and a little bit of the titanium to, there we go, kind of smooth it out there a little bit there. So I'm going to put just a little bit more of the darker color in the center. And we shall see how that turns out there. Just going to swirl it just a little bit. Now I don't have any set pattern like I said, so I'm just having fun here just to see what it's going to, how it's going to look afterwards. I really kind of like this. Okay, I'm going to, after I'm finished with this, I'm going to cut the oven on to 170. And I'm going to, once the oven is hot, I'm going to cut the oven off and put this soap in there for overnight with the light on. I'm going to make sure I cut the oven off and just let it get a really nice gel phase. So I will come back in 24 hours to show you what the soap looks like and how the design came out. Just making sure it wasn't sticking there. So I will see you then. Okay, it's been 24 hours and I'm back. Now I've already kind of peeped already at the soap and kind of touched it, and it was nice and firm, so my hands are not going to stick through the soap here. So it's like, oh no, my hands are going to stick through the soap. No, they're not going to. This soap is pretty firm there. Just taking the air pressure off the mold here. It's kind of like got like a vacuum seal there, as you can see. As I press down, it just really loosening it up, and it just pops out really fine. I really like this mold. It's a really nice mold here. I will put that in the description area where I got this mold and all the products that I'm using here. Okay, looks pretty good there. So we shall see what we have here. I'm a little bit curious to see what it's all gonna, how it's all gonna look. Okay, I'm going to run this this soap loaf through the lock splitter here, the soap lock splitter, and we shall see what happens from there. Okay. Let's see, so far so good. Oh, okay, we got a lot of colors there. Now I'm going to be cutting this soap again in 3 sections because I'm trying to get a design, a certain kind of design in my head that I'm thinking I'm going to get by cutting it that way. So we shall see how that all turn out here. Okay, camera kind of cut off. Now I've already measured it off, so I have 2 sections that's going to be identical, the same length, and I have the third piece that's going to be a little bit shorter. Okay, I'm using my muscles here. Okay, so I'm going to put that piece aside, and like I said, I'm going to cut another, turn it on the side, turn the soap on the side when I get ready to cut it, so we can see what the other design that I have in mind looks like. So can't wait to get that done there. Okay, just trying to line it up right. This is a shorter piece, but it's still gonna make a nice little piece of soap there. Okay, took a few muscles there to get that cut. Okay, so I'm going to trying to figure out which way I want to cut it. I think I'm going to cut it the tall way and see what we get. Okay, all right. That's pretty, wow, that's pretty cool. I like that. Wow, that's pretty nice. After all the soap's cut, I'm going to see if I can put them together and see what I get, what kind of design I can get when they're put together. So we shall see that too. But I'm pretty happy about that. That's a nice, looks pretty nice. Oh, that's a different pattern. Okay. I like that. That's pretty nice. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm impressed. Like I said, my first time making the column pouring soap, and I think I I did good there. At least I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, I'm just going to take a little more of that off. These are smaller pieces for samples, so it's not going to go to waste at all. Okay, what we got there? Okay, that's a little bit darker. I'm hoping this soap will hold its color in as the days and weeks and months go by. I will come back later on when I get ready to do a soap lather test to show you what it looks like. Wow, that's really cool. Looks like a bird. Kind of looks like a black hummingbird. It's pretty interesting there. Can't wait to put two soaps together to see what they look like. Oh, I like that. There's another bird. Okay, so I know I got two birds there. At least it looks like birds to me. It looks like a little tiny hummingbird, but never seen a black hummingbird before. This is actually should have been like a deep purple, bluish. The one which one did I use for that? Okay. Anyway, looks like some leaves and more birds and leaves. So it's pretty. I really like this swirl. I'm really impressed. Okay, I'm going to just kind of edge it off on the corners there to see the soap just a little bit too soft for that, so hopefully I don't mess it up there. Just kind of putting a nice little edge on it there with the planner there. So far so good. I really like. I won't cut the other soap on the video here. I would do that later, but I will show you what they look like later. Oh, I really like that one. Oh, that's really neat. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool designs for my first time trying this. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have an awesome and a blessed day. Thank you again. Bye now.